I look better, all right? I've been here 6 days. Today is the 11th day. I left on the 15th, and according to my creator, stop! Oh, fucking cats. It's okay, I love my kids. No. Bad kitty. According to my creator, it takes 11 days for all those chemicals that cause the baldness and the red face that I know they were using in 1509 S Street Northwest. For me, because I walked through it and with diarrhea, it takes 11 days for me to get, I'm just use simple words, better. And I did that physical. No, bad kitty. You stop it. I did that physical. That was day 10 that I did the physical. And I'm forbidden from putting the results of that on the internet. So, okay, that's it. That's it. Hold on, folks. No. No. No, no. Come on. Come on. You know, baby, you know I'm going to timeout. No. Uh-huh. My son. My son. Okay. All right. So, back here, I still don't look because of what happened for 6 years. I got older in there. Oh my God, the damage was done. The hair loss. Wait till let me be calm about what happened under Donald Trump and Joe Biden's presidency, 15 minutes from the White House. So my guidance is to get my hair cut, okay, just some basics. And go in there and have them take photos of how much I lost, like so much hair. So you'll see that. It looks like obviously someone went through chemo. I know, I was horrified in there at the gobs of hair coming out of my head. And so that'll be on the internet. And so there's visible redness. I've got a really good lotion. I can't wear any makeup on my face for 2 entire months. It's like 8 weeks, no makeup because of the damage that was done from the chemicals. And remember the explosive weapons, that was all there. And they would burn your nose hair and make you have a headache like that and make you really sick. That all affects your body and went into my skin and everywhere else. But so I'm super pissed, right? Because this is a little bit of spray, the brown, the dark brown, because I have a little bit of gray. I'm sorry, I pivoted. I have a little bit of gray hair, okay? I still have my period. I could hypothetically still get pregnant, but I've given up on ever getting married and doing that. I mean, I'm so fucking pissed, but I can't seem to find a decent man. I mean, where are they in America? What is wrong with you fucking men here? Don't worry, I'm not having your baby. I'm glad I'm not. I'm pissed about that, but I don't think it's God's will because at my age, I'll probably be menopausal in about 6 more years or something. I don't think 5 more years, and I don't think it's God's will that I have kids with these kind of men that God is providing as a fucking option for breeding with them. Nope. And I'm not gay, so I don't go the other way. I don't want a woman, so I'll just be all alone, and I'm fine with that. But back to my hair. So come on with this crap, cats. I have a little gray here, just a little streak. And I'm really, really sensitive about it. And I've lost all this hair from chemical exposure. 6 years just blasting me with it. And I documented a lot of it. It was obvious attempts on my life. It was so fucking evil and illegal. And it was happening at a government level. And I know that there was all these Pentagon fucking creeps behind that, supplying these Hispanic cartel men and all of these freaks there. We'll talk about it because I can now. But so yeah, I'm all over the map. It's okay. I'm just gonna blabber. I lost my point too. It's okay. It's so traumatizing. Anyway, so I have this little bit of spray that I use, this spray stuff to cover the gray. It's just a streak. I'm not completely like Miss Santa Claus, but I need to get that fixed. So my higher power said, go get a temporary dye so this is a little darker. My hair is like a dark blonde naturally. which is not a bad color. No, I know. So grow it. I have. It's all the way down to here, natural. But there's like some gray because of my age. Okay, so just a little bit. It's like right here, the streak of gray. You can see I sprayed. And I sprayed this stuff, and it's too dark, so my hair looks a little bit too dark. It's not really my natural color. And so the point of covering up gray, if you have whatever amount of it that you have, is to not have darker hair put on. And I do okay with a dark brown, but I'm trying to be natural here, okay? And be who Heidi really is. And so I got to get a haircut. And then just cover this little gray streak that's right there. And then there's this is from the chemical weapons. It's really bad what they did. They fucking tried to do me in there, and it comes out on my skin. But I have a little gray here, so I sprayed that today. But anyway, so go get your hair done. And it's real bald here. Like, wait till I fucking put these photos up, okay? Wait. All right, so it's real bald, and that will go on the internet. And so I have to do this hair grow stuff. It will grow back. I had to get away from all the chemicals that were flying around in that house. It was like gases, chemical warfare. And then get away, and stop racing to the bathroom, going diarrhea, and then try me then. My hair will grow back. So we're going to take pictures of the hair. We're going to get me to my natural color, which is like 2 shades lighter than this, but it's still brown. And we're just going to be Heidi, and we're going to be natural Heidi. Okay, we're going to take it from there. And yeah, I've been in college since I was 22. And everybody knows my life story. And at 36 or something like that, I did the math. And no, I'm not like you out there in mediocrity, conformist society where you're done with and married and have like 4 kids by the time you're my age. No, I know that. I know that a lot of people who listen to this are very different people than me. So try to get over your conformist or your, I don't have the word, I can't remember words, but try to get over some of that sort of perceptions of how society should be, and just hear me out. I didn't live a life like you, and so I finished up my math whenever I felt like it. And when I felt like it, I was 35 or something, and I did my math. I had a very challenged life as a young person. I had to achieve academia by age 22, which was denied to me because of childhood abuse and childhood neglect. So it wasn't my choice, My educational history was not my fault. The truancy was not my fault. And in America, this capitalist country that is now completely falling apart, the way to see the world is you compete. And if you don't compete with every last person around you, that includes anyone in your own home, then you die. You don't have food, you don't have money, you don't have anything if you don't have money. You don't have love if you don't have money. And if you want money, you have to go by these set of rigid standards that are now repulsive to others in the world. They're telling women now to pole dance, to be pimped, to everybody have blonde hair. Your main goal in life is to have an 80-year-old husband as long as you can shop at Macy's, shop at Nordstrom's. Like, this is all that you're supposed to achieve. And then they also put out this very contradictory and very fake stuff that you're supposed to also be able to be a Navy SEAL Marine. Any woman can be a Navy SEAL. So this country, if you can't tell that we're going down. And so I have speech problems after living in that house for 6 years. It's not going to go away after 11 days. I've been in this state for, there's all this fucking noise in here too. It's my animals. It's not the goddamn sirens from Washington, D.C., but the way I have to film these days has been real bad. It'll be nice when I can film better ways. Because the more noise that goes off, the worse my words get. Okay. I lost my point. Anyway, so I'm here. I'm glad that everyone can see me. And so, but basically what I'm trying to say is your government, capitalist government, is falling. It has been ever since I popped up. And I popped up when I was blonde, so now I'm brunette. But this color, think about it in time, in history, when certain people pop up. What was happening and what were they saying? And just think about it. Try to put that hat on. For the young people out there that don't have a lot of life experience, and you need a little bit of stuff to think about. When did this person pop up, and when did that person pop up, and what was happening when that person popped up or this other person popped up, and what were they saying, and what was going on in the historical timeline? All right, but my hair is going to be not so bright blonde. I like the platinum punk rock. I can't do it because I'm being mixed up with all these women pole dancing, sugar daddy. Your main goal is to compete for money here. It got so bad that now we just have tribalism, barbarianism. I witnessed cannibalism going on S Street. Oh yeah, I know, but they're going to say that didn't happen. But there was too many military helicopters flying over my head for anyone to just keep saying it didn't happen. It was really, really, really ugly there. And so now I'm just recovering. So the gray, you can see the gray. What we're going to do is get it and go in and say, here's my natural color. You can see that. It's down to here, so they can definitely see what color. And just see the little strip of gray I have. It's like here. You can see it's a strip, and it goes. I'm mortified by it. And we can get to the natural color, and the point is to have natural hair. She's going to film and take photos of the complete chemotherapy baldness that I suffered, which I should be suing people for. Duh. And then the progression of the recovery of my skin, so you can see, is horrendous, okay? That's from being poisoned. And we're going to take it from there. So as far as like the puffy eyes that women get upset about, little things here and there for creams and stuff, we'll work on it, okay? But what happened was, where are we? We're at like 14 minutes or something. So what happened was I crawled out of there with no socks to even wear at the security line, and I'm just picking myself up after being poisoned, suffering baldness from the poisons, the intestinal. I'm okay because I went to the physical, but I can't put it on the internet. But it backs up what Jesus said. He said by 11 days, those chemicals are out of your body, my body. But I'm the one that ran around in it. And that all just got backed up by the doctor's office, but I can't put it on the internet. So he says everything. He knows what he's talking about. And he told me to go get my hair natural. So it's just like a little bit lighter. And just leave it natural. He tells me, that's Jesus is telling me that, not to put any makeup on. Now, I know if I go to a dermatologist, they'll tell me the same thing. So everything he says just gets backed up. And so I am now. I'm going to, this lady really helped me at the department place. And she hooked me right up with state insurance. So I'm now an official resident. And I can get my reading glasses. Oh, that's another one. I got to do that soon, but it's such a big deal that I have to wait till Jesus tells me to, because with the poisons, the chemical gases, it caused blurry vision. I know it's a huge deal. The baldness and the blurry vision, these things can come up big time. And when they get a general practitioner, there's things that they'll find too, that I was completely poisoned. It's yes, they'll find it, but most of that stuff is out of my system that would cause any damage. And it didn't cause damage. I ran around in it the whole time. They were not planning for me to ever walk out of that fucking place. I want people to realize that. But it was all about how and when. And it took 6 years. That was the when. And how I waited for them to come and pretend to raid. And how I filmed them. And then I left, and now I'm here. That was a real big mistake with all those kind of military people always circling over the house. I thought so too. Like, that's pretty fucking stupid. So I filmed them, and then that was how and when. And I left 6 years later. But I mean, with what I witnessed there, no, those kind of people were never planning for me to leave. And all my stuff, all my property, was soaked. The wood, the paper, and the fabric was soaked with all of those poisons that caused the baldness. And that's what I'm going to just focus on. So I couldn't take anything. It was destroyed. But okay, we're going to film the baldness and take pictures. And we're going to do my hair natural, which is about 1 to 2 shades lighter brown. And we're just going to do natural Heidi, which is so important. Okay, there's at some point in my life, I need to be myself. I've always been in costume, some punk outfits, I went through a phase where I was hip hop. I did phases. I was into clothes and makeup. I still am. And then after hip hop, I went back to punk. You know, average girl presenting herself with her clothing and her image. I'm still the same way as a woman. But these women in America, this is so disgusting where our country's become. I'm really glad I was a subvert. I'm really glad I was an outcast. I'm really glad I was a subculture, a misfit, because I never did the marriage thing. I never did the kids thing. I didn't even do the college thing until I felt like it. You know, I just did what I was doing. I did a lot of writing, but it never got published. It was weird how I lived, you know. I just kept walking around the city streets. I walked for years in the East Coast, just walking with everybody, just walking, living life with them, but never talking to them. You know, and I had a really bad drinking problem. Yeah, I know I did. But that was, but just to make it clear, I drank happy hour. I would always be home at night. I didn't go out at night getting wasted. But that's why the drinking went on for so long with me. Because I thought, I'm home at night. I'm fine. This is in control. No, it wasn't. By the time I was 35, it was completely out of control at home at night, my drinking. Yeah. So I knew by 40, I'd be dead if I kept it up. Drink myself to death all by myself in my house. Little subculture, subvert, misfit. Drink herself to death all alone. I didn't want to do that. And how should you do it? Drinking at home, alone. Thinking this is under control. I'm not out at night. No. So that's what I mean. Like 18 years. It's been 18 years. I know. So I'm not a spring chicken. So I have the gray. I have the little gray stripe. And we're going to do the couple tones down. It's not, because this is that spray. I'll take a picture so you see what I'm using. It's okay, but there's better ways to cover gray. If you have a little patch of gray you want to cover. That spray, it come out real dark. Just tone it down, brunette, to natural brown. Cover up the gray so I'm not having a fucking conniption. And take a picture of the bald. Oh, I was talking about the eyes. So my guidance from Jesus is hold on the eye doctor, because my eyes will get better. And this is serious fucking business with the fucking poisons they used and how it affected my vision, because I kept writing it. Blurred vision, bleeding gums, all the fucking poisonous shit. So I have to wait until he says, okay, go get your eye doctor. And I'll be on top of that. I'll walk right into one of those optical places. Please look in my eyes. But I have to wait because the shit all goes on medical, legal papers and stuff. So, I'm doing that too. And this lady today helped me so much, okay? I just walked in there. I have my raspy voice still. It's only been 11 days since I've been free from that fucking terrible city, Washington, D.C. I'm in the days. I'm like, eh. And she helped me so much. Okay, so I'm going to go. I don't look my best, but we can film, not be afraid to film myself. And you can see my skin slowly get better. You can see my face not so puffy. And this red, like, I look like shit. I know it. And then you can see my natural hair, and you can see how my hair is coming back, because once I start using the regrow, this will fill in. This is all. Wait till you see how much hair I lost in video and photo. Okay, it's gonna fucking make you go, ha! Yeah. I knew it the whole time in there. I was horrified, and they kept blasting me with that fucking gas. Okay, I look bad. I don't want to keep filming. But look, I'm alive. My hair, I know. Because I'm one of those girls. I get so upset about my hair and I know. It's going to be that way. So I'm going to work on that. It's called self-esteem. All right? And we're going to have natural hair. And we're going to get a haircut. And we're going to love Heidi for who Heidi is. And we're not going to beat ourselves up about nothing. Okay, bye.